This is the Lancer Locker Show on KYNT. Now, let's talk some Mount Marty University athletics with the coaches, as well as your host and the voice of Mount Marty University athletics, Tel Tanner.
Let's talk soccer. It's Mount Marty University Sports on KYNT 102.1 FM, AM 1450, and on KYN-TV, our YouTube streaming platforms. We're on Facebook as well. If you got internet connection, you can watch and listen to Lancer Sports. We've got a whole lot going on today. Once again, talking soccer today. We talked with Matias Romero, one of the midfielders for the Lancer men's soccer team, as well as the head coach of the Lancer men's soccer team, Oliver Thielemann. Those are our two special guests today. We'll start it off with the player, finish with the coach today, but first we got to go over our Lancer recap, everything that happened in Lancer sports over the last couple of days. Started off as usual with the Mount Marty football program, 2-1 on the year, suffered a tough loss to one of the best teams in the country in Dort. Lancers have the toughest three-game stretch of anybody out there. They got Dort, Morningside, and Northwestern coming up. Morningside ranked 4, Northwestern, the reigning national championships, or that's going to be a tough couple of weeks. The Lancers have some work cut out for them, but they do have a winning record right now at 2-1. They lost to Dort on the road, 49-20 in that ball game. But some good news for Lancer football right now. Ken Gay, the quarterback, leading the GPAC in total touchdowns right now, has thrown 8 of them on the year. 3 in the first game, 3 in the second game, 2 in the third game. That is total of 8. Second highest total is 6 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. So Ken is off to a great year. Jonah Miyazawa, his number one target, 6 receptions on Saturday, 147 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jonah Miyazawa kind of went crazy against Dort. Let's go ahead and turn our attention to volleyball now, who had one of the biggest wins in program history. 9-5 record, 2-0 in conference play. They just went on the road and beat a ranked team. They beat Hastings College 3-2. Final in that one. That was a wild game for the Lancers. They were able to upend number 23 Hastings. They are ranked, and the Lancers got the victory, one of the best victories that they have had in the last few years. A program that's on the rise. I say it every week for a reason. 3-2 final. Lancers win in 5 sets. Go now to men's soccer. Men's soccer on the season just finished up non-conference play. A very tough non-conference schedule. 1-2-2 overall. They picked up a win against Bethany College on a Friday at Crane Youngworth Field, where they had a 2-1 final. And the winning goal to win it came with 8 seconds left. 8 seconds left in the Lancers score to win that one. A wild goal to do it. It was impressive. Once again, we're speaking with Matias Romero, one of the midfielders for this team, up next, and Oliver Thielemann, the head coach, in a couple of minutes. Mount Marty women's soccer, 1-2 overall. They also just finished conference play. They had a win against Bethany College on a Friday, did fall to Bethel College Sunday, 05. They will play Doane 7:15 Wednesday. The Lancer men will play first 5 p.m. Wednesday against Doane. Continue with our recap. Women's golf, Northwestern College. They were at the Siouxland Invitational at Dort on would have been Wednesday, and then Thursday they finished at Northwestern. 3rd out of 15 teams the Lancers finished, but Kelsey Heath, story of the day, won the Siouxland invite for the 2nd consecutive year, and that is Kelsey's 5th individual championship at Mount Marty University. We're going to be talking with her on the Lancer Locker at some point in the future. Go to men's golf on the season. Also in the Blue River Classic, they competed, finished 11th in that one last Wednesday. They are at the Jimmy Invitational today and tomorrow up in North Dakota. Finally, go to cross country. The Lancer men in the Holiday Inn Sunflower Tournament over the weekend. 4th place. The Lancer women finished 7th down in Sioux Center, Iowa. September 22nd. We'll be there next meet. Let's go ahead and take a break now on the Lancer. We'll come back in a couple of minutes, and we'll talk with Matias Romero, once again, one of the midfielders for this Lancer men's soccer program, getting ready for conference play. We'll be back with him in just a couple of minutes. It's KYNT 102.1 FM, AM 1450, back after this.
We were founded on innovation and a passion to help our customers. This is Tiffany Tucson at Aztec in Yankton. We want our employees to thrive and succeed. Our core values are more than something we list on a wall. The team continues to grow. We have openings in a variety of departments. Sign-on bonuses, double overtime, immediate benefits like retirement, savings, paid holidays, bonus earnings, tuition reimbursements, and more. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Stop by 700 West 21st Street or apply at aztecjobs.com.
Hello. Here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Looking for the perfect meal that hits the spot every time? Look no further than Boss's Pizza and Chicken. At Boss's Pizza and Chicken, they're serving up piping hot, mouth-watering pizzas with all of your favorite toppings. And that's not all. The crispy roasted chicken is a taste sensation that will keep you coming back for more. Whether you're dining in with family and friends or enjoying a night in, order Boss's Pizza and Chicken of Yankton, where every bite is a moment of pure satisfaction.
This sports season, keep your athlete hydrated with sparkling ice. Choose from a rainbow of colors and flavors, each sourced from nature with vitamins, antioxidants, and zero sugar. Sparkling ice. Tease your taste buds with tropical flavor. And rehydrate with Prime Hydration, the perfect combination of flavor and function, changing how you refresh, replenish, and refuel. With 5 awesome flavors and no added sugar, you're getting the taste you want without anything you don't. Prime Hydration, the perfect boost for every endeavor.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Are you looking to buy or sell your home, but not sure where to start? I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. With almost 20 years of experience and a passion for finding the perfect match, I'll work hard for you, answer all your questions along the way, and make it stress-free. Call me at 605-664-5555 and let's get you moving.
Well, we return to the Lancer Locker. My name is Tel Tanner here on a beautiful Monday in Yankton. Perfect day to get outside. Matias Romero now joining me from the Mount Marty University soccer program. Matias, thank you for coming in and talking with me today. It's good to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Thank you.
This is a midfielder for the Mount Marty soccer team that just had a wild weekend. 8 seconds left in the game against Bethany College. You all were able to pull it out 2-1 in a win like that. What's going through the team's minds? What's going through your mind with 8 seconds left? It's a tie game, and you're able to pull it out.
Well, it was quite an interesting game. I kind of got subbed in the second half after cramping my calves. I was very, very tired. So all I wanted is that Piqué to go in. Thankfully, Sabas is that kind of person that you already know once he grabs the ball, he's going to be in. He feels like he plays in his own park back home, so it's no stress for him at all. But yeah, it was a tough game. We kind of needed this game as well. We needed it as a confidence boost for us because the 3 previous games were not our best ones. So it really helped us for the mentality of the group.
You get that win, and now you go into conference play here soon. We're going to talk about that with the head coach of the program, Oliver Thielemann, in a couple of minutes. But first, I want to talk about you, Matias. You come from Argentina. You came here to go to college. So what year did you come over to the United States?
Okay, so I come from Neuquén. That's my city, and then also the name of the state. I got here in August 2019 as a freshman. I came to study exercise science. I just recently graduated. So pretty much I've been here the last 4 years as well.
And you've been a staple of this soccer program, as well as being a grad assistant for the strength and conditioning, as you mentioned. You work with Empower Fitness. You're doing a lot on that side of things. Is that what you're wanting to do after college?
Yeah, for sure. I'm not really fully decided if I want to go completely into the strength conditioning area or more into the soccer coaching. I really like having a good combination of both, to be honest. I think that for any soccer coach in the world, that could be a really good help in order to like realize what kind of teams do you have, how can you work with them in different aspects, the psychology of the team. I also like to pay attention to those kind of aspects too. So if I ever lean into coaching soccer, I would love still to keep learning as much as possible in the strength conditioning area, because taking an advantage of that's a huge help for the games as well.
And you obviously have your own experience with the human body and learning about things. You've had 3 ACL tears. You've had a bit of an interesting journey. What's it like coming back of those each time? It's got to be frustrating, but finally when you get on the field, it's got to be satisfying.
Yeah, it was quite hard. It really didn't put me down at any point. As soon as it happened, I understood that there's nothing you could do in those kind of injuries that are non-contact stuff. It's really a matter of luck. I certainly learned how to be a lot more patient, because in the last 3 years, being off the field around 25 months out of those 3 years, it was quite terrible not being able to touch a ball. But it definitely taught me a lot of stuff, helped me pay attention to my own body as well. That actually I learned a lot of things more from the recovery and those kind of aspects, and also gave me the chance to be as a student assistant 2 years ago, my junior year, and I actually learned a lot more from coaching and realizing things that I could help my teammates from the outside. So that actually was a really good help.
So as you were obviously facing 3 ACL tears, it's obviously a mental aspect of it. As you're a strength and conditioning, you're training in that, you're a grad assistant there. What it was that kind of aspect of it? You were able to understand this injury from a kind of biological, physical level and then take that to the field. Did that kind of help your recovery, just knowing what's going on?
Yeah, that definitely helped. I feel like at least in the soccer level, you cannot tell every single player, hey, don't do this movement because you might tear your ACL, because you cannot keep playing with that fear at all. In my aspect right now, I got to be a lot more careful in those kind of things, those certain movements that I got to do out the field. But it's a give and take, like you need to feel comfortable in the field, but also be aware of it. So from the biological perspective, I learned to know my body a lot better, and I actually helped from that. Also, having the possibility to program for both men and women's soccer at Mount Marty, my knowledge and not a fear, but actually making sure the risk of injuries that this sport has helps me prepare the programs for the athletes to prevent that based on my experience.
Let's go ahead and turn now to off the field, some of the things that we want to talk about with Yankton. I want to talk first of all about coming to Mount Marty in the first place. You're from Argentina, obviously. You come to the United States to come to Mount Marty. What was it about Yankton and this university that drove you here?
Well, from the beginning, I contact an agency that is the one that hooks me up with the different universities here. The only university whose head coach actually contacted me was the Mount Marty. So our previous coach was the one that I had a phone call with it. It kind of made a little difference from the other universities because I had better offers from other schools, but the 1v1 conversations between the head coach and the player, I think that's key for any person that is looking forward to do as well academically as athletic. So that bring me here, and I was kind of interested on how South Dakota would look like, because more than what you really see in movies is you don't really have an idea of what South Dakota looks like. So,
well, what's the impression of South Dakota and Yankton? What do you think of the place?
Tough question. It's really quiet. You really get the chance to know the people. you kind of create your own idea of Midwest people in general, but also more like this farm community. That the way of thinking it's pretty interesting from somebody who from a way different perspective. The fact that there is not many things to do, even though Yankton is probably one of the most famous towns around, and maybe one of the biggest from the area. It really helps me focus in my stuff. When I was alone, there was not much distractions outside the school. So then I decided to stay in the gym, go work out, go hang out with my teammates, meet other people. So that was kind of a help.
So as we talk about being from, obviously from South America, coming into the United States, you got a tea that you're drinking right now. Is it a traditional thing from Argentina? It's a really cool mug I'm looking at. It's certainly not from here. What is it?
Yeah, so it's called mate. The herbs are traditional. They only grow in the Amazonas jungle down there in South America. So a couple countries like Brazil, Paraguay, Uruguay, and Argentina are the only ones that drink this tea. But honestly, nowadays it's known worldwide because many of the professional football players, they're drinking it around. But yeah, it's pretty much a tea. It just have a different process with a filter that we call it the straw. So it has a filter down there. I just pour the hot water and drink it all day. It's my morning coffee, as I told you before.
That's really fun. It's just a little taste of home at that point, I suppose. Reminds you of home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Matias, I appreciate you coming in and talking with me today. One final question. As you get rolling into conference play now, your final season, you're a senior here. Technically, you have another year of eligibility if you'd like it, but you're a senior going into this one. What do you expect from the Lancers in conference play?
Being a big passionate for soccer, of course, I aim to the biggest goal that any team could aim in the GPAC. But from my personal perspective, I really want to see my team actually enjoying being inside the field with its teammates and playing the best football we can play. But yeah, part of enjoying and being competitive inside the field, it's a matter of having fun, but at the same time putting all the effort in, and that's quite of a process. I'm of a big support person of the process rather than the goals that you achieve. And if you really grew up as a team and see the people growing individually as well, that's kind of the thing that I really enjoy seeing from my team by the end of the year.
Well, I appreciate you for coming in and talking with me today. Cannot wait to watch some Lancer soccer in conference play, which starts this next week. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks to you.
This is the Lancer Locker on KYNT. Let's go ahead and take a break, come back with the head coach of the men's soccer program at MMU, Oliver Thielemann. Back after this.
As summer winds down, make the most of every last moment with a true summer beer. Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy. It's the crisp beer with a natural lemonade flavor that's a perfect pair for your summer celebration. Have Sam Adams Oktoberfest on hand as fall approaches. The nights get cooler and the days get shorter. Smooth with a roasty sweetness and a light hop character that's only here for a short time. Grab them both today at your favorite place to buy beer.
I learned a lot of sayings from my dad. One of them was, do one thing, do it better than anyone else. At Dakota Mac, that one thing is long-term, fixed-rate loans for ag real estate. If you're considering expanding your ag operation or restructuring your debt, give Dakota Mac a call. They'll be happy to walk you through your options.
Hi, it's Jeff Wolfgram from Dakota Mac. Call us at 800-682-4578 to learn how Dakota Mac products can work for you.
At Triple Time Rudy's, you get convenient access to quality fuel products. Plus, you'll also find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. With a local-friendly feel and unique product offering, Triple Time Rudy's is your local convenience store that supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all of your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, pull into Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
It's called the Gale Detail. When you purchase your next beautiful ride at Lewis & Clark Ford, it'll be Gale detailed before it leaves the lot. It's the reason why the vehicles at Lewis & Clark Ford look so darn good in your driveway. So, when you're ready for the Gale Detail, make an appointment at Lewis & Clark Ford and your ride will be so clean and pristine. The appointment number is 605-664-2000. That's 664-2000 at Lewis & Clark Ford, 4th and Capitol, Yankton. Get that appointment made now.
I used to vape to deal with stress, but I was stressed when I didn't use it. Had trouble focusing. Then I quit. Coach Nick had great tips. Really helped.
I thought vaping was safer than smoking, but I was still inhaling so many chemicals. Walking around the campus left me winded. It's not worth risking my health. Thanks to the Quit Line, I'm 3 months vape-free.
Use a Quit Line coach, and you are 2 times more likely to stay quit. There's no better way to quit. Make your quit stick. Call 1-866-SD-QUITS now. You're going to love your quit.
Oh, we are back on the Lancer Locker here. My name is Tel Tanner. Now sitting here with the head coach of the men's soccer program, Oliver Thielemann. I just asked him because I wanted to remind myself, New Zealand or Australia? And he gave me this little smirk as he says, New Zealand. Now I gotta ask, is that a thing that angers New Zealand people when they're asked, are they from Australia?
Oh, yeah. It's tough. I mean, the easiest comparison is New Zealand's kind of like Canada and Australia's kind of like America.
Okay.
You know, like, if you went overseas, someone would ask you a Canadian, you'd be like, no, what do you mean? I'm American. So that's kind of the easiest way to compare it for us. But yeah, I've gotten a lot over the years since I've been here, and
I'm sorry about that, but that is funny. I feel like it's kind of like North and South Dakota, where similar things, but at the same time, you tell me if somebody asks if I'm from North Dakota, strangle them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's that sibling rivalry.
It's that rivalry. I love it. All right, Oliver, let's talk about this season. Let's talk about everything going on. Men's soccer program on the year. You had a tougher non-conference schedule this year. You told me it was by design, getting ready for conference play. You had a crazy win, 8 seconds left against Bethany College. A 2-1 win in Yankton at Crane Youngworth Field, which has got to be fun. And now you have Doane on Wednesday. Tell me about your non-conference schedule and how it prepares you for conference play.
Yeah, no, so last year, obviously, we started the season off 5-0-1, which was a great start, but some of those teams just really didn't prepare us for the mental side and what we were going to face in conference. So this preseason, I really wanted to focus on the non-conference play and play these teams who will give us more of a challenge, both mentally and soccer-wise, so we can be better prepared for conference, so that when we have that adversity, we're ready to face it. And this Friday was a really big example of it. Is we fought till the last minute and it paid off for us. So it was really rewarding to see that. Even though we've brought in a lot of new players, I think we brought in 13 new guys. They're starting to mesh together, build that chemistry, and fight for the Lancers. You know, so. We did a trip up to Minnesota. We went and played Hamline University and Crown College up in Minneapolis, which was kind of a reward for the players. We did a lot of fundraising last year, thanks to the community and thanks to everyone that they reached out to. We managed to raise enough to go on a trip. So the last time we went on a trip for men's soccer was in 2019. So my first season where we went to Kansas on an overnight trip. So it was really nice to go up there. We played a couple of NCAA D3 teams and just kind of set the tone for the season. And it was a good challenge for us. Obviously, came away with a loss and a draw, but just to have that experience is awesome. And some of those guys had really never been to Minnesota. We went to the Mall of America, and half of them had never been. You know, so just to give them that opportunity to kind of explore America a little bit more is always awesome. And that's what we want to provide is the experiences. You know, they're student athletes, so the most important thing is the student side. But you got to have memories, or else there's no point.
So as you were just mentioning the Mall of America and taking an entire soccer team through it, I want to talk about that a little bit because as soon as you said a lot of people have never been, Matthias, who's still over here, just raised his hand like, yeah, I've never been. So what was that like, taking an entire soccer crew through this place that is just one of the craziest places in the U.S.?
It was actually pretty fun, honestly. We took about 25 up with us to Minnesota, but it was cool just to kind of take them through the front the front doors, and they're all looking at me like, "Can we go to this show?" I was like, "Just go. You might get lost, but we'll find you at the end of the day." It's not. It was a lot of fun, and just seeing them kind of be able to take a step back. It's really important in preseason that we're not just grinding them to the ground. They've got to be able to be young adults, go enjoy themselves with their friends, make those memories. So if you don't have that, then you kind of just get burnt out with the sport. You need to be able to take that step back and enjoy yourself.
I've only been there once, and I remember the roller coasters. That's the thing I remember.
Oh yeah.
Are you a roller coaster man inside of a mall?
No, not inside of a mall. Not for me.
Not for you. Not a roller coaster guy. All right, fair enough. Well, you talk about roller coasters. Let's talk about a roller coaster of emotions when it comes to GPAC soccer as you now get into conference play. Obviously, you defended your home field pretty well. Obviously, the 2-1, 8-second final win over Bethany College, the tie against Bethel College the next 2 days later, I guess, a 1-1. One thing you told me before the season started in our talks that you wanted to really defend home field. I think the word that you used was that you wanted Crane to be a fortress. You don't want to lose there.
No.
Don't you get him at home on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Tell me about Crane.
Oh, I love Crane. It's a unique ground. It's a little bit skinnier than most soccer fields. So teams really struggle to come to us. So I always love when that team first arrives and they're checking out the pitch and they've got pained faces on. They're like talking about how skinny it is, and I'm just standing there just smiling because it's our home ground. We love to play there, and it's where we practice. We're so comfortable there, and it is the fortress. We compete every time there, and I use the motif on Friday night. We are Mount Marty Lancers. We're defending our fortress, or getting on our horses, grabbing our lances, and riding out. So it's the boys always love playing at home, and it's great. And then we've got Doan coming to us this year, Hastings coming to us this year. A lot of teams that when we played them at their home, it was more of a struggle, and I always look forward to teams like those top teams like Hastings, Morningside, Briarcliff having to come to us and play us here, because it's so much harder than when we have to go to their places. So I'm really excited for it, and I believe and players believe that we can turn those teams over at home.
I want to talk about some of these season goals. Obviously, you're trying to get into the GPAC playoffs and see what you can do there. Last season, you were the 8 seed, went to the 1 seed, and nearly upset them. And then this season preseason poll picked you to miss the playoffs. You told me that was motivation for you.
Oh yeah, no, it was frustrating to see. I don't think we had a bad season last year. I think we did pretty well. We could have done a lot better, obviously, but for them, not trying to put, obviously it's a coach's poll, but I feel like we were underestimated a lot, and honestly it just fueled the fire. Like, I've got it hanging up in my office. It's something that I'm really focusing on, and I love it being underestimated, because it means that you can always come through and they're not ready for it. It's definitely fueling my fire, and I can't wait to go out and get these GPAC teams, because I go 0-5 in the first 5 games, but all that matters is GPAC.
I want to talk about some of your leaders, some of your upperclassmen that are leading this program. We talked to Matthias earlier. Can you tell me about some of these guys that are leading the Lancer program this year?
Yeah, I mean, Matthias is a huge leader for us. I know you've already talked to him, but he's been here since 2019, leader on and off the field, super involved in the community. So we're very lucky for him to come back and do his master's at Mount Marty University. Also, another one who's come back, Diego Romero, another big person in the community, works at, I think, FNBO. He's coming back to do the master's program to play his COVID year. So just having those two kind of older guys in the team is huge. That experience is really important, and it really benefits us on the field as well. We've got a lot of seniors. Obviously, that COVID year is so impactful at the moment, because we've got 6 guys who are going to graduate in December just because they wanted to play that one more season. So, I mean, Gabriele Cavallari, senior from Italy, he's working at the local middle school at the moment. He's a teaching student, so he's getting really involved. He's been a solid player for us, works hard. Luca Pereira, one of our forwards, he's been here a while, and he's a real big leader, very smart player. Savas Delasio, could talk endlessly about Savas. We call him Savino because he's just quality on the field. He knows what he's doing. And Automatic from the penalty spot. Obviously, on Friday night, no one else. Only Salvis. Already in my head, Salvis take it. No one else is allowed to touch the ball for that one. Dom Eager from Sioux Falls. He's been with the program for a while. He played at Roosevelt, won a state title with him. Dominic Lang was in goal for us yesterday. He's quality goalkeeper from Germany. If you watched the playoff game last year, he made, I think it was 13 saves against Hastings. Maxwell Welch, he's one of the players that graduated in December. He's actually from Presentation. He came across. You've probably heard him in football games. He kicks for the Lancer football games. So this weekend for him was insane. He played with us on Friday night, went to Dort with football team on Saturday, and then played with us Sunday. So he's an animal. We love Max, and we're always there supporting him at his football games. So it's really cool to have him a part of it. Jose Quinones, one of our other goalies from Puerto Rico. We love him around the team. He's got so much energy, so much support for everyone. He's there for you. If you're top player, lowest player, it doesn't matter. He's one of the bright lights with us. Jason Chavez from Utah, he's another one coming back for that one more semester. Great guy, works hard every day. We love him. The ball sticks to his foot like crazy. I don't know how he keeps it so well. Brandon Cervantes, he's also called Tico. He's another guy from Utah. He works everything. He's one of our big talkers. He'll talk to you about anything, everything. He'll get behind you any chance he gets. Another older guy, Israel Jimenez. He's been here a long time as well. He's a bit older. I think he's like 25. But he looks like he's 21 half the time, the amount he runs, the amount he works. DJ Provencher, another one. I know I've got a lot of seniors, but DJ, he's from Cali. His sisters both played for Mount Marty, Tori Provencher and Shay Provencher, so kind of a part of a dynasty for them. But he works so much. Really physical player. Jonathan Castro, another senior. His work, he's like a dog. He just works, always kind of nipping at people's ankles, like just being annoying. It's great. And then Nils Gunther from Germany, unfortunately he got an injury. I think it was a week or two into preseason, and he's out for the season, which it sucks. But he's still involved with the team. He's at every practice. He's talking to the coaches. He's bringing in his input, his lens. So we've got a lot of seniors, and it's just really nice to have them come back. It just shows the support that they have in the program and the belief that they have going forward. You know, we could have had a mass exodus, but we didn't. We're keeping a lot of continuity, and obviously we've got a lot of new players. Oh, and sorry, another one that I did miss from Presentation is Justin McClurg. He came across as well from Presentation to play his last season. He works at the RadTech. He's in the RadTech program, so he's at the hospital. He's a physical player. He's missed a little bit just because of his hospital work, but if you saw him on Friday and Sunday, he works so much and very physical and doesn't take anything from anyone.
That is a wild amount of seniors.
Yeah, definitely my job cut out for me in recruiting at the end of the season, but it's just, I don't know, it's a really good spot for us to be in. We've got a lot of experience. Where in previous years, like last year, Hastings had nearly the whole team was COVID seniors. Both the offensive and defensive players of the year were both COVID seniors. So for us to be in that spot while everyone else has lost players, it's a really awesome feeling.
Sounds to me like this is the year. This is the year where Lancer Soccer is going to go to the playoffs and absolutely be a thorn in the side of every team in the GPAC. If you want to see Lancer Soccer, come on out Wednesday night versus Doane. Once again, 5 p.m. Crane Youngworth Stadium. Conference play starts. I'm excited, man.
At the Fortress.
At the Fortress. Thank you, Oliver, for coming and talking with me today.
Thanks, Dad.
Appreciate you going through your seniors, talking about everybody going on. You've got a great cast of guys, and it's going to be good to see them in action. Thanks for coming in.
I appreciate it. Yeah, of course.
Is there anything that you else wanted to say about Lancer Soccer?
No, I really want to compliment the support that we got on Friday night. I think it's the biggest crowd we've ever had, and it really pushes the boys more. So if you have a chance, come down, watch some good soccer, and enjoy it.
This is the Lancer Locker on KYNT, KYN-TV. Go ahead and take a break, come back, wrap things up in a couple minutes. Once again, 5 p.m. Wednesday, Crane Youngworth Stadium.
Powerful changes occur when people unite. At United Way of Greater Yankton, we unite people to activate positive change and to make lives better. Help us build a brighter future for all through access to healthcare, basic needs, a good education, and financial stability. Learn more about United Way of Greater Yankton, our mission, our programs, and how you can help online at yanktonyunitedway.org. Together, united, we are building a brighter future for all.
With a variety of crusts, sauces, and toppings, Pizza Ranch has legendary pizzas that will tempt every one of your taste buds. This is Annie at Yankton Pizza Ranch. From single toppings and create your own to ranch specialties, we invite you to come taste them all on the buffet or delivered to your door. Your locally owned Yankton Pizza Ranch on Broadway, 665-1222.
It's where life tastes better. Surround them up and head her down to Pizza Ranch. Whoa, that's good.
James and I are having a beef.
About which Runza burger is best.
It's the savory Swiss mushroom. Hands down.
No, it's the double cheeseburger. 2 burgers, better than 1, 'cause math.
The spicy Jack burger is also good.
True. Wait, why are we fighting?
I forget. Come get your favorite Runza burger today. Because Runza makes it all better.
Runza, now in Yankton at 3206 Broadway Avenue.
When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. For over 40 years, Sherco has been revolutionizing the tarping industry. From the original Sherlock side-to-side roll tarp to the 4500 series electric tarp to the ProTrap electric hoppers, Sherco has been exceeding the needs of farms and fleets across the U.S. and beyond. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at Sherco.com. Make it Sherco.
A great night's sleep starts with a great mattress, and at the Slumberland of Yankton, you'll find top mattress brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. We have nearly 60 different models in store for you to try out. Our sleep specialists will guide you through the mattress selection process, thinking about firmness, softness, cooling, and budget. We carry adjustable bases too, and don't forget about our 120-night sleep guarantee. The best mattress selection at Slumberland of Yankton, 2401 Broadway.
And we return to the Lancer Locker one final time here on KYNT. My name is Tel Tanner. Huge shout out to Matias Romero for coming in and talk with me. Oliver Thielemann, the head coach as well. Those two guys, I always enjoy my talks with Oliver. He's just a good dude, and he's a funny dude. I love him kind of ripping me because I was like, I knew he was from New Zealand, but I wanted to ask that question, New Zealand or Australia, because I just wanted to see if there was that rivalry. And it was really fun to talk with him after we got off the mics as well about it. I love that guy. Matthias also seems just really cool, that Lancer men's soccer program. Go see them Wednesday. Go see them in action. They're going to be a good team this year. Senior laden, they're going to be good. Go ahead and talk about our upcoming schedule once again. Lancers will be on the road, football program on the road on Saturday at Morningside, a big test for the team. The Mount Marty volleyball program tomorrow evening, in the Simple Arena versus Mayville State. It's a Tuesday night non-conference game for that one. Go check them out at 7:30. In terms of soccer, they once again against Doane Wednesday evening, 5 p.m. for the men, 7:30 for the women. Talk about women's golf. They will be at the Northwestern Iowa National Invitational on September 18th and 19th. That is next Monday, Tuesday. They have this week off. Men's golf, once again, at the Jimmy Invitational today and tomorrow up in North Dakota. And the cross-country teams, the Wildcat Classic, September 22nd in Wayne, Nebraska, 4 p.m. for that one. That is next Friday. They've got some time to practice. That is your upcoming schedule for Lancer Athletics. And for KYNTV, we've got Bucks football Friday night, Lancer football on the road Saturday. Got to be excited for football once again. Huge shout out to my guests, Matthias and Oliver, for coming in. I appreciate the time I got to spend with them, and that is going to do it. I am well over time, as I do every week, so let's go ahead and finish things up here. My name is Tel Tanner. This has been the Lancer Locker on KYNT, KYNTV. We'll see you next time.